Hello, my YouTube family. This is your host, Aaron here. This is Times with the Narcissist Explain. I hope y'all have been enjoying the voiceovers that I've been doing. Tonight, I have a simple topic that I want to discuss, to retouch on because, when you're a chosen one and you have divine energy flowing through you, um, in a world like this, you have many different entities that try to siphon your energy. A lot of people, they practice the dark arts, and part of the dark arts is taking people's very essences or energy or life force energy and using it for their own, right? And so, you know, being a chosen one, you have to understand that there are many different ways people will siphon your energy. So that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the different ways people can siphon your energy, your life force energy, right? For the men, a lot of times, when you're dealing with Jezebelic women, they will siphon your energy through sex, right? Um, Another way that people can siphon your energy, and this is one of the main tactics that they like to use, they will purposely start arguments with you. They're siphoning your energy. Then it's like, what basically what I mean by energy siphoning, some people siphon your energy to make themselves feel good. Some people siphon your energy just to pretty much deplete you of your willpower. This is why when you're dealing with narcissistic people and you try to step in the arena and argue and go toe to toe with them, one, you're not going to prove a point, and two, you're only draining yourself. They're siphoning all your willpower and your righteous energy right out of you. This is why on this channel I try to encourage people to um, stay in your peace, right? It's okay to walk away from people, but doesn't mean that if they put their hands on you that you should allow them to, right? Because sometimes evil needs to be vanquished with a good righteous punch or two, right? And so, these are one of the ways that people can siphon your energy. Another way that people can siphon your energy, um, they will literally, like if you tell them certain things that you want to do, they'll beat you to the punch with it. Like somebody told me earlier today that she had a old friend that she used to deal with, and she told the old friend that she want to have kids one day. So what did her friend try to do? Well, what did her friend do? She got pregnant and then showed off her belly in front of her. And it was crazy. It was like they did all that just to show you that, hey, yeah, whatever it is that you want to do, it kind of makes you, a lot of times when people do stuff like that, it kind of makes you not want to even go after what it is that you said you was going to do, that you told them that you was going to do, because they beat you to the punch. It's like, damn, you did all that because I said that I wanted to do that. Now I don't even want to do it anymore. And a lot of times when people do stuff like that, they put themselves in situations that they necessarily they knew they couldn't handle, but because you was thinking about it, they jumped head first in it. And now they living in a life of regret. Sometimes they have children out of regret or out of being in competition with somebody else because somebody else is having children. You know, uh, Same thing with you bought a car or you thinking about buying a car, but this person buys a car ahead of you because they're in competition with you. But then you look at them, they bought the car before you. They dealing with all kinds of problems with the car that you're gonna buy. See, you can afford the car. They couldn't. They just went and jumped the gun because you wanted it. And that's another form of energy siphoning. You know, Understand that in a society that most people you're gonna come across, they're like physical parasites. They're not just physical, they're spiritual parasites. They rely on the energy of others to live, unfortunately, you know. And let's talk about corporate America or just anywhere that has to do with um making a living, making money. Another energy, like, let me tell you something about when I was in the military. When I was in the military, and this is for people who think about joining the military, there could be nothing going on, or there could be nothing else for us to do. The higher ups will find stuff for us to do because they just couldn't sit there and watch us rest and enjoy like a peaceful time off. They don't like that in the military for some reason, but that's some energy siphoning type stuff. You go to certain jobs, you come up with certain solutions on how to make the job easier. And a lot of times these managers or supervisors, they try to find ways to keep people working like slaves, even though there's easier solution. If you don't do it the way they tell you to, then they threaten you. They, pretty much threaten to fire you, or they, tell other coworkers about you and how you're not a hard worker. In this life, you don't have to work hard if you don't have to. If you can get the job done with less time and less work, and it comes out with the same effective results, then we can do that. But unfortunately, you're dealing with slave master spirited people. They get a energy siphoning through from watching people underneath them work like slaves, do little shit, petty shit for nothing, right? This is what people do when you're dealing with corporate America and the higher ups and stuff like that. They don't have to slave work you. They don't have to cut back your wages, but it's an energy siphoning thing. Matter of fact, half of them people ain't even human. Like I said, some people are just literally parasites in human flesh. They feed on your divine energy, especially if you're a chosen one. This is why I would recommend, you know, setting up your own business, do things on your own where you can work when you want to, you can wake up when you want to. Because when you're doing it on somebody else's time, now I'm not saying that you should just up and quit your job. If you have a job, have a plan, right? Don't leave until you have enough saved up till you can maneuver the way you want to maneuver, right? Always have a plan. But but yes, this is what they do, y'all. This there are people out here, they're in the dark arts. They do all kinds of stuff to people, man. They'll energy siphon you through your dreams. Target certain talents you have and try to, mess with you in your dreams in the dream state, and target your talents and try to make it seem like your talents is not good enough in the dream state. A lot of times when you're another way people try to energy siphon is when you try to prove your love or prove your loyalty to them, and they just watching you sit back, gassing yourself out, trying to show them, man, I'm telling you, some dudes out there that are trying to hold down certain women, and these women don't care about them. But he's buying her flowers, he's taking her on dates and stuff, and she's not even letting him even kiss her. Don't touch me, them type of bitches, you know. And there are women out there who is hoping that they can get with this dude, and this dude is never spending time with her. He'll maybe get sexual favors from her, but he will never commit. He will never get you pregnant. He will never settle down with you. Okay? They are just using you to buy time. This is another way they siphon your energy, and they siphon you through your hopes and dreams, through your talents, through certain things that you're good at. They can use you for. Doesn't mean that they want you around uh for the long term. They know the ride is temporary, right? So understand, energy siphoning is a real thing. Jezebels do it through sex. They'll drain you through sex and manipulate you and use sex to control you. Oh, if you don't do this, then I ain't doing this with you later on. Things like that. Um, you know, so understand that we're dealing with an army of energy vampires. They practice the dark arts, and they're literally spiritual um, parasites, physical parasites, that will come into your life and slow you down, be an obstacle, drain you, make your life harder than it doesn't need to be. Right. So listen, I love y'all. Y'all please be safe, and we'll chop it up again. Bye bye now.